Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anait McDonald. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, then thank you for coming back. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I created this look using Gressa skin products. I have my foundations, I have my bronzer, I have my blushes, and I have my highlighter. So I have a bunch of things here. Gressa, I just found out about Gressa. I know it's been around for a lot of years, or a few years, 4, 5, 6, even 6 years. They've been around for a while. It's just new to me. But I started with the foundation, and then I really liked it, and then I started searching for more products, and then I saw the bronzer and I loved it, and then I was like, what else do they have? And then I saw the blushes and I'm like, oh yeah, I bought one blush and then I liked it more or less, but then they came out with this promotion because of the virus, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to try the other blush. So I bought the other blush, and then I got excited and I bought the lip boosts yesterday. So I don't have them yet, but definitely another video that is coming with Gressa skin. But yeah, I was super excited with this new discovery for me. Obviously everyone else is like, I already know that brand, right? But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys how this brand works best for me, how this brand works better for me and my dry skin, because it does have a learning curve if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, it will be amazing for you, but if you have dry skin, you really have to know how to take care of your skin and how to apply it, because I made a lot of mistakes with this one. I've been playing a lot. I mean, I can't go out, so I'm just playing with makeup, but I did learn on how to best apply these products for my skin, so it doesn't look bad or dry on my skin, because these products do, even though they're base, they do dry to powder finish. So for me, that's a terrible no, but I learned how to make it work. So anyway, I'll show you guys how I did it, and you see it does look amazing. I know I have like different tones on my cheeks, but I did use both blushes so you guys can really see how they look on the face, because it was hard for me to find videos with application on the face and stuff like that. So I did wanted to show you guys both colors. So if I look weird, then sorry. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and let's see how I apply these amazing products. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the foundation. I have shade 3.5 and 3, or I have shade 3 and 3.5. This is the packaging. It has as ingredients cold press brassica, broccoli seed oil, coconut alkanese, and a bunch of ingredients that I can't pronounce. But basically a lot of seed extracts and oils, a lot of them. They have really good ingredients, very clean and very natural ingredients. And it says for the foundation, it says it's a serum, a foundation, a revolution. This fluid to velvet formula delivers a veil of weightless coverage like nothing you've ever seen. Raw mineral pigments are combined with the Gressa Healing Complex TM, our proprietary, it's a hard word for me, blend of botanical extracts for overall balance, radiance, and clarity with a flawless finish. So the directions say shake well to ensure a perfect mix. Drop 2 to 4 drops into the palm of your hand. Rapidly spread the serum foundation out. Concentrate on areas where most imperfections are found. Use the air focus foundation brush to flawlessly fluff the product all over. I don't have their foundation brush, but I have my own brushes. So this is an oil. Let me show you. So basically, if you don't mix it well, you will see only oils without a lot of the pigment. So you really have to shake well to ensure that everything is like the pigments are mixed with the oils. I have 3.5 is for my face, and 3 I use it as my concealer. I find that this is a good concealer. So this foundation, even though it's oil based, it dries like if it was like powdery. And I found with my dry skin, I found that it does cling into dry patches. So you have to moisturize really well before you use it. Also, I found that when I use it with a sponge, with a wet sponge, it clings less into dry spots, and it dries less as a powder. I've tried both ways, with brush and with a sponge. Also with my fingers. I just don't like to apply foundation with my fingers. I think it's just too messy, and this is super runny, so I don't know. But I do apply my concealers with my fingers, but this is so runny that it just, I don't know. I think it works better with a sponge or with a brush, but I'm gonna show you what they look like. This is, I don't know if you can see, it's super liquidy. So this is number 3. This is number 3. Is the one I use as my concealer. And then 3.5, I use it as my foundation. So this is 3.5. There's not a lot of difference, but it's just a minimum that does make a huge difference on my face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply half of it with the brush and then half of it with the sponge, with a wet sponge. So you guys can see, I used to have a dry patch around my nose. It's gone right now, but still you will see like around this area I have kind of like a little bit of texture, and it makes it look worse, or I really need to apply a very small amount so it doesn't look super powdery. And you don't need a lot of this foundation, honestly. It goes a very, very long way. So I'm gonna start, because this is probably gonna be a long video, because I have a few things to show you. Foundation, I'm just gonna apply 2 drops for now, and I'm just gonna concentrate first on the center of my face, and then I'll go from there. So I'm gonna do this half with my brush. I don't know if you can see. It did cover a little bit, not full coverage, but I'm gonna go with my wet sponge. Again, the sponges tend to absorb a lot of the product, so maybe that's why when I apply it with my sponge, it looks less powdery or less full coverage. But this is with 2 drops. I'm gonna add 2 more just to make it full coverage. Probably gonna be too much for my skin, but I'll try to work it out. So right away I noticed, I don't know if you guys notice here, it looks very powdery here. It does look kind of powdery. Let's see how it looks with the sponge. Well, first of all, with the sponge, it doesn't even cover here. So what I say is that the sponge does absorb product, but it does look different. Like this one looks powdery, and this one looks a little bit more radiant, maybe because it's still wet, but this is more full coverage than this side. But I'm gonna just go in this side just because I don't like it to cling on my dry patches. I didn't think they were bad until the foundation showed me, but right there it does look better. So I'm gonna just go with a little bit just for this spot, and I'm gonna try to cover it. Yeah, with the sponge doesn't let the foundation be full coverage, honestly. But I'll just apply it with my fingers, and I don't know if you guys can see. This side definitely looks more natural, but I'm gonna leave it there. Now I'm gonna go with the number 3 for my concealer. With this one, I also have to be very, very, very light-handed because it will it doesn't crease that much. Like the problem is not the creasing, the problem is the powdery look. And since you guys know I don't like powdery finishes, so I just grab a teeny tiny drop and I'm just gonna dot it like that. I'm gonna use again brush and then the sponge just to see the difference. With this one I did like how this brush made it look. So there you go. Obviously it's shiny because of the water on the sponge, so I do wanna dry it so you can see the finish is not dewy or wet at all. Like it does dry. It leaves a dry finish. But again, I don't know if you guys can see the difference between the brush and the sponge. It's huge. I told you guys that I hate to use sponges, but with this formula I do feel that it does work really good. It does make a big difference on the finish of the products. So I grab a little bit more. I'm gonna pat. I'm gonna actually put it on my lids too, and I'm just gonna use the sponge because it does make a huge difference. Don't get me wrong, even though this formula dries like powder, I still like it. I still think it's a good formula. It is very full coverage, and as you can see, my foundation does feel still a little bit tacky or oily, and it does transfer a little bit. It's not too bad, to be honest, but it does still feel a little bit tacky. So I don't know if you guys can see in this eye where I apply it with the brush, it does feel it does look kind of powdery, and I don't like it. I'm trying to fix it, but I'll move on, and then I'll show you once it's completely dry. I'll show you how it looks like. So now I have also, it looks exactly the same like the foundations, but this is the contouring serum bronzer. And again, you also have to shake. This one has the same ingredients, like it has still a lot of extracts, a lot of oils. And then this one says, this bronzing fluid serum mimics the healthy flush of a natural tan and subtly contours the face. The richly pigmented, weightless formula naturally warms all the skin tones for a glowing sun-kissed effect. Yes. This formula is extremely pigmented, is super lightweight, and honestly a little bit goes a long way. You have to be very careful with this one, because one drop is probably a lot more than what you need. This is what it looks like. So I normally don't even go, try not to go with one drop, but I'll go just with a little bit. You see how runny it is? Super runny. So what I do is I just grab and I put 3 dots, and my face is gonna look brown. You'll see. I still have a lot left. I honestly don't need all of this, but I'm gonna do the same, half and half. I just bought this RMS brush, and I honestly don't like it. Like, it's extremely stiff. Not a fan, to be honest, but I'm not a fan. I can't. I'm just gonna use the one I use normally. You see how pretty it looks? It does look super pretty. And then for my nose, my Tarte one. For this, I have no complaints on this formula, on this bronzer at all. Honestly, this one I don't feel that I had to use a sponge, but I'll still use it. It does give me, again, less coverage. It does look super pretty. So I still have a little bit here, so I'm gonna just grab it, and I'm just gonna go with a little bit more. I still have some, so I'm just gonna grab it with this. So this side is definitely a little bit more sheer than this one, but it still looks very pretty. I'll just make it a little bit more subtle. But it looks super pretty. Again, one drop, and it was probably more than what I really needed. It is an amazing product. Like, from all the Gressa stuff I have, the bronzer will be my first choice for sure, without even thinking about it. This is amazing, honestly amazing. So concealer, this one looks bad. I don't know why, but like, this one looks radiant. It looks pretty. I don't know don't know what's going on. My face is dry already. No transferring, but definitely it looks way better with the sponge. Like the finish is way better. So now I'm gonna go with their blushes. I still don't know how I feel about these products. I have Amelia and Elise. So what it says is the possibilities are limitless with these color concentrates in liquid form. Use only a small drop of the immensely pigmented formula to add luminous, long-wearing tint to your cheeks, eyes, or lips. I have a lot of opinions on this product. To be honest, you have to shake very well also. I saw a lot of videos on YouTube before buying this. Since I'm not a makeup artist, and I've said it before, I'm not a makeup artist. I just like to share what works for me because I have extremely dry skin and I don't like to set anything with powders, and it's just hard for me to find someone that does that. Normally I find YouTubers that have dry skin but they still set their makeup with powder, and I know it's because it lasts longer, but that just doesn't work for me. So every time every time I want to buy something, I do a lot of research, and I watch a lot of videos over and over just to convince myself to see if it's a good idea or not. And I did that with these two, and most people, most YouTubers were saying, most YouTubers liked this product and worked really well for them. I don't know if I like them. I don't know if they work good for me or not. I don't know. I've had Amelia for, I don't know, like a month already, because since I don't earn money from this, I buy everything with my money, and obviously I can't be buying the whole collection together. So I buy them in batches, and then once I have everything, then I can make a video, right? So I've been playing with Amelia, which is the like the coral blush. Is corally, it's the same, like it's kind of liquidy. I've been playing with this one for a while, and I still don't love it. So this is I don't know if you can see, but it is very extremely sheer, extremely transparent, extremely like just oil. So to have blush on it, to use it as a blush, it gives me a very healthy radiance and luminosity, like it says, right? But it doesn't give me a lot of color. This is Amelia. No, this is Elise. This is a pink tone. I just got this, so I haven't played with this one, but this is Elise. So they do look very healthy, very I don't know, very glowy. Good, but not super pigmented. So I'm gonna put Amelia and Elise. Like I'm gonna look weird, but that's fine. Again, I'm just gonna use 1 drop. Normally I use 2 drops for both cheeks, but I'm just gonna dab it. This I'm not gonna use the sponge with because I feel it's gonna suck everything. Although I haven't used the sponge, so maybe I should use the sponge. So I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna grab. You see, gives me a lot of radiance. Definitely not all the pigment I will want, but it doesn't look bad. Like it looks, again, very, very healthy. I'm gonna use Elise in this side, and I'll apply it with a brush. Again, just 1 drop, because it's a lot, and I honestly don't think so. I'm gonna use this RMS brush, which I don't like either, but this is a pretty color. This is the first time I use it, and it looks very pretty. Oh, I like it. Oh, I'm such a geek. But it is very pretty. Okay, fine. I like them. I don't know. I'm gonna grab this just to. So they still look kind of shiny. I don't know if you guys can see, but so what do you guys think? I always get confused with which one is which. So Elise, this side Elise, and Amelia. So Elise is pink, Amelia is orange. I like them. I like them both. I know I feel probably I look weird with pink and orange, but so another thing is that I don't feel that they last too long on my skin. I don't know if it's because I have dry skin that maybe it just sucks everything, but yeah, I don't feel that they last a lot, but they look very pretty. I feel that the Amelia, the orangey one, is a little bit more luminous, and Elise is a little bit more opaque. I don't know if it's because I didn't put enough or what, but I'll try to build it up a little bit more. But it is a look, a really very pretty. It is a pretty. Then I can take it all the way here. It is a pretty. They are pretty blushes and pretty colors. And I think it looks good on me, the pink. I normally don't go with pink blushes. I always feel that the orange looks better on me. But this one looks very pretty. I'm gonna go back with the number 3 just to put a little bit more concealer, and I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers. Again, shake these very well, please. You see they're a little bit messy, so be careful. I'm just gonna grab from here. Be very careful and make sure you close the lid. I'm just gonna dab it with my fingers. I wanted a little bit more coverage, so this looks very pretty. Like, it does give me good coverage. So one last thing is that I have Mila. It's also Lumière. Sorry, I didn't tell you the name, but it's the Gressa Lumière. This one is Mila. So they're all Lumieres. Amelia, Elise, and Mila. They're all Lumieres, but Amelia and Elise are blushes, and this one is more of a highlighter because it's kind of like a gold tone. So, I don't know if you guys can see. So sometimes, like right now, I don't even feel I need a highlighter because it's already super shiny. But I'll show you guys how it looks like, what it looks like. You see? It's like very gold. But then when you rub it, like, it just goes away. Like, it just looks shiny. The color disappears. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit. Like super shiny. And I'm just gonna put it here. I have a mirror here so you guys can see what it looks like in this side, and I can still see myself. It is pretty, but again, one drop, that's normally all I need. If you want the pearly tone, this is not gonna be it, because it's just like it's very transparent, very oil, you know. So if you want like the pearl, you're not gonna have it with this. It's just like shine. Again, very healthy shine. But what do you guys think? It is pretty, right? I forgot to tell you that I think you can use the bronze on your eyes. It honestly doesn't say, but I'm gonna use it on my eyes. Super easy. You see how easy it was? Bronzer, honestly, the best. I know this line has been out there for 5 or 6 years. I know I'm late to this, very late to this, but I've been just searching and doing more research everywhere. And if I see a brand, I just go for it. It doesn't matter if it's super old or not. And if I can afford it, it's not very expensive. I think the Lumieres are $29, $28, and the foundation is $45, and I think the bronzer is $45 too. It's not that expensive. I'll put all the information on the description box, because again, I'm not 100% sure of the prices, but Gressa right now has a $20 off because of the virus with the code gratitude20. So I've been taking advantage of that code, and I've been buying a bunch of stuff. So like if it's $29, like Amelia, I bought it later, it was $9 Amelia, because they took $20 off. So that's cheap. So that's why I went for it. And then I bought 3 lip boosts. I bought them yesterday, so probably another video coming with the Gressa lip boosts, but I'll put all the stuff on the description box. But I'm gonna do my eyelashes and my lips off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Huge difference, right? So I apply my mascara and my lipstick ColourPop in Snowflake. It's like a burnt orange, red, weird. I apologize for my hair, but it's extra crazy today. So I want you guys to see how everything is looking. It does look pretty. My under eye, I don't know if you can see it. Here is like, I don't know if this works, but it looks amazing in this side, but then it looks powdery in this side. It does transfer a little bit, you see, like the oil. I don't know if it's my cream, like the cream I had, that is too hydrating or something, I don't know. But this definitely feels less tacky. It's the pink one, but I mean, they do transfer the oils. Is what they transfer, like the oils. But other than that, it looks, my earring, it looks very pretty. I'm liking the pink side a lot. I wasn't expecting to like pink blushes that much, but on my eyes it doesn't crease, like the bronzer doesn't crease on my eyes. I'm not sure if I can use it, if it's meant to be used on my lids, but I mean, why not? It's amazing. But yes, guys, this is it. It's all Gressa stuff, amazing things. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments down below, subscribe to my channel, all the usual things. And yeah, I like it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.